So Ice Cube is currently top trending on Twitter after Trump's senior advisor recently thanked him for working with the campaign. Now, he responded, but a lot of people on social media still had questions. Ice Cube previously explained that his CWBA contract with Black America plan is instrumental in encouraging equality and promoting accessibility in the Black community. Just days before Ice Cube released a video discussing his plan for Black America to both candidates, and the Trump senior advisor Katrina Person took to Twitter and thanked him for working for the administration. Now, essentially, people are complaining that they're using him for the Black vote.
Right.
And I'm going to let you guys listen to his response.
I'm not being used because I walked in there, I had the meetings and I spoke. I talked to both campaigns like I said I would. I have a contract with Black America that both parties going to have to get with. We can't depend on one party to bring this through. It's too broad. I'm not here to get you to vote for any damn body. Matter of fact, I was the one saying you shouldn't vote unless you get something for it. Now I'm trying to make sure that all these trillions of dollars that's being tossed around make it to the Black community, not to the minority community, not to the community of color, not to all these names that throw us in this big old pot, but actually in Black entrepreneurs' hands, into Black people's hands to create these jobs, because Black is gonna hire Black.
Okay, so what is your initial response to this, Derek? I hate to just throw it to you just like a softball. I knew you was doing something.
I actually appreciate Ice Cube's efforts.
Okay.
And I think that we're in this state where people have moved so far either right or far left to the fringes, where we're extremist in some form, and like loyalist to particular parties, when he's absolutely correct. Like, it does require both parties to earn our votes. I think that historically, Black America is as conservative as we are. We've sided with Democrats in inner cities because they've been the ones running our cities, and we're familiar with the lip service, and we're familiar with certain policies that they do push that are for equality and more inclusive, that speak directly to our needs when it comes to the lower level of the Black community, like as far as the working class and stuff like that. However, for middle class America and an upper class, like, they side with the Republicans because they actually have more. So their policies are different. You have to look at from a policy standpoint, like, as a voter, your job is to research and figure out which policymakers are making policies or pushing an agenda that will affect you and your family the most. And I think the complexity of being Black in America, coming from either a working class family that has middle class complexities in it, like you do have business owners in your family. Like for me, like I own a business. I'm still considered working class, but when it comes to like how I have to pay my taxes and what I'm looking forward to in the future, like I know that there are going to be some conservative policies that are going to benefit me and my business more than it would for me, 5-10 years ago when you're living from, hand to mouth.
Right.
But I think that it's required of those persons who have the means to do and to advocate for the Black community as a whole. Like, yes, hold both parties responsible.
Yeah.
And unlike a Kanye West, which I think people are trying to cancel Ice Cube because anybody that works with Trump, that's Black is automatically an enemy of the state. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's just our inner riot happening. But if you take yourself back and like, no, wait a minute, y'all. Like, I understand the whole, like, you can't beg and plead master to give you what you want. Like, that's not what that is. It's like, listen, you want to be reelected, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have to make sure that you are offering things, not just giving lip service, but you're offering things to the people that you want to vote for you. And this is what we want. Doesn't matter who you are, President Trump, Vice President Biden. Like, these are the things that we want. These are the things that we need. And unless your plans or your agenda includes these things, you should not expect us to vote for you. Yeah. And so Ice Cube is correct. I'm glad he came out and did that video. And like we it's gonna take everybody. I
found it really aggravating that people really was just trying to cancel him out, because he did what he did. He worked with, and I think also because he didn't tell nobody, and it came out in a
from them thanking him for working like it was something sneaky. Like we have black people working with us.
But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to understand. We're gonna have to understand whoever's in that office. We're gonna have to work with if we want to try and see change. Whether you think Trump is going to do it or not, or is going to actually, answer to those calls or whatever, we have to make them. You can't just sit there, just God forbid, let me just knock on wood right now. If he is to win again,
and then he actually does what we want him to do. Can you imagine heads exploding? Like, wow, he really did. Donald Trump did amazing for the black community.
Well, he better do something.
We may vote Republican again.
Because let me tell you something. If he does get in and he still fucks shit up, he's gonna try. That impeachment trial is gonna happen again. Okay.
We're good. We're good with holding him accountable. He's already proven that he doesn't listen to people and he doesn't care what you think. So when you find someone who's not an easy wrangle, there's an appeal there because that means he can't be tied to like organizations or so they thought that he couldn't be a puppet. I think he is a puppet for someone already, but yeah, like whoever gets in office, I'm hoping that. That Joe Biden wins in November.
I do too.
I don't mind. I will hold him accountable. It's like it's not just a red or blue team. Like let's win. It's like it's a sports thing. This is not football. It's like no. I want someone in that office, in the office of president, that is going to execute a plan that is going to be beneficial to all Americans and not just one or two pieces of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And someone who's going to do things that are going to benefit me. And as it stands, I just trust Joe more. I trust Joe Biden more to do the right thing. And I feel like I would feel more safe as a country with Joe Biden as president. Yeah. Donald Trump being president scares me shitless because I never know if I'm going to wake up, and he started a war on Twitter with another country. Like you never know. So it's like, but thank you, Ice Cube, for, committing yourself to, pushing our agenda forward. And he has my full support. Whoever got the money, you got to go to them to get it. Like, even if you don't like them, you pull the purse strings. I need to go to that person. Yeah, because I need that. You gonna give it to me, or we're gonna rob you.
That's rightfully. Yeah. That's how you have to.
That's it. That's where I feel like that's where Black America is at this point. Like you're either gonna give us what you owe us, or we're gonna take it. That's why I won't say I'm sympathetic to like rioters and looters, but the fact that these politicians will get on TV and like get outraged and like start crying, and like even some of these simple black folks, like they're destroying buildings in their own community. Are these our communities? Because the buildings and the stuff that we're destroying, are they really owned by us, or we work there? Ooh. Like, and in these cities, in these spaces where the politicians will go back to work to figure out how to pump in millions of dollars to rebuild these buildings, these stores, these banks, these whatevers. But they're not pumping in $1 million to try to get, better tools and resources to the schools or the hospitals there, or, making the community better and safer for kids. Like the priorities, the priorities have changed. And I think that we know what the priorities are. Y'all like buildings. Y'all like equity. Y'all like the stuff that has value and stuff that you can sell, you can buy and sell. And because you can't publicly buy and sell human beings or human traffic us in public like you could, years ago, you're just killing us in the street now, and it's okay. But as soon as we burn a building down, then we're thugs and rioters and we're destroying this country and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, girl, burn this. You can burn all this shit down because they'll be able to rebuild it. What you can't do is you can't give life back. You can't give life back. And so this election is important. This election is going to be about.
Did you watch the town halls?
Donald Trump's town hall was a mess. I try not to give him ratings. I watched like certain clips.
No, that girl, that woman, interviewer was digging. Okay,
he was horrible.
He was like, "You're gonna waste the town hall on these questions, girl." What you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just ready for this election to be over. I just want it to be over. Like this year is so fucking tiring. It's so tiring.
Every day. It's always something new. Like, oh, I'm tired of it. We need. I didn't even want them to do this. I just at this point we're just ready to vote. Let's get these ballots counted up. Figure out who's gonna win and move the hell on with our lives, child. Because I'm tired of the damn messages saying, "Oh, did you vote? Did you vote?"
Yes, I voted. Leave me alone.
Leave me the hell alone. Like, yes, we already voted.
Yes, I voted. Leave me alone.
But on a lighter note.
But yeah, so shout out to Ice Cube and whoever else wants to go
and for the people that's canceling him, like, I need you guys to really like think outside of the box.
These folks can't cancel nobody. Everybody talking about canceling somebody. You can't cancel nobody.
Y'all still gonna watch Friday.
Well, that's true. Can't lie about that.
Can't lie about that now. But anyway, on a lighter note, let's talk about the Billboard Awards, which I didn't watch.